December 8, 1995, Foxwood Casino, Ledyard, Connecticut. Micheal, second to none, and John the Iceman Scully square off for the NABO Super Middleweight title.
Nice right by Scully. Another one. He may have stopped Michael Nunn. I think he did.
Find out if Michael Nunn can reassert himself among boxing's elite next on Classic Night at the Fights.
Well, we are set to go over this NABO Super Middleweight Championship fight from Foxwoods Resort here in Ledyard, Connecticut. Michael Nunn, John Scully. Finally, let's go up to Danny Campbell in the center of the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, fight fans of all ages, good evening and welcome to the beautiful Foxwoods Resort Casino on Mashantucket, Pequot, Tribal Nation in Ledyard, Connecticut. Presented by ESPN, Top Rank Boxing, and the undisputed, undefeated king of beers, Budweiser, presents Double Dynamite. These bouts are under the auspices of the Connecticut Office of Athletics Commissioner John Burns. This bout for the vacant North American Super Middleweight Championship. Supervisor at ringside, Manny Montana. Judging this championship bout, Clark San Martino, Harold Letterman, and Harold Gomez. Calling the shots, the third man in charge of the bout at the bell, referee Arthur Mercante. Ladies and gentlemen, first, introducing to my right, this young man stepped on the scales this afternoon at a prime 168 pounds, wearing the all-black trunks with a professional record of 35 wins against only 4 defeats, 19 of those wins by knockout. Ranked number 19th in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, hailing from the great town of Hartford, Connecticut, welcome the Iceman, John Scully! His opponent fighting out of the blue corner. This 32-year-old gladiator weighed in this afternoon at a fit and ready 168 pounds. Wearing the all-white trunks, he is the former 1984 U.S. Olympic alternate, former 2-time world champion, with a professional record of 47 big wins in his 50 professional fights with 30 knockouts. Currently ranked #1 in the world. From Davenport, Iowa, fight fans, welcome the quick-fisted Micheal, second to none.
All right, let's take a look at the rules, David.
And there are a few key ones. No 3 knockdown rule in the NABO. Standing 8 count is in effect. However, the physician can stop the fight. So can the referee. Fighter can be saved by the bell only in the last round. And go to the scorecards after 3 rounds for the accidental butt rule. Anything under that would be a technical draw.
All right, there's John Scully facing another big challenge in his pro career, and that challenge would be Michael, second to none, the former 2-time world champion in 2 weight divisions. And John Scully comes out as a southpaw. How about that?
Well, what a way to open up the championship series with a little surprise there as he tries to go southpaw with Michael Nunn and essentially make Michael Nunn a righty.
And you see the knockout ratio. Nunn has a better one. And I think it's fair to say, even though we think of him as a fancy boxer, there are times when he can get people out of there and has done so. Especially when he starts fights very quickly. We saw against Charles Oliver in his last outing. On Top Rank Boxing, a very quick start for him. Oliver came on in the middle, and then Nunn came on stronger after that. Scully's gone back and forth now between the southpaw and the right-handed stance, looking for what works. I want to mention, by the way, that in that first fight, Mark Joseph and Glenn Dubois, that you saw it ended up being a majority draw. They couldn't get a verdict on that one. Here's Scully on the inside against Nunn. The Michael Nunn we've seen in recent fights has languished on the ropes much more than the old Michael Nunn that you used to see box and move. Maybe you could understand that a little bit more in a higher weight class for him, but down at 168, this really should not be happening, and Nunn looks bored by it. He's looking over his corner, but let me say this. What Scully is doing is landing real shots. Those are good body shots. And points are points. So John Scully, the 28 28-year-old from Hartford, Connecticut, has shown Michael Nunn a new look by coming out lefty. Many boxers do that, don't they, when they face a southpaw?
Try to take away the natural edge, but the question is how long they will sustain it. And now Michael Nunn has decided to check into this bout.
And now it's Scully laying on the ropes, blocking most, but some good body punches getting in, and Michael Nunn is a very good body puncher. Scully is talking to Michael Nunn. Usually it's Nunn that does that.
You think he was asking for a place to move so we can get out of there?
I don't know. About a minute left to go in round one.
Well, Nunn's punches certainly had far more hand speed than Scully's did, and his volley was more impressive.
So Nunn is taking the last minute and a half of this round. The first minute and a half certainly belonged to John Scully. Which one did better in his minute and a half? Although there's still 40 seconds left to go in the second part of this round. It is scheduled for 12. Nunn is not landing a lot of those shots right now.
Now he's going off to the side. He's tying Scully up with the punches. Now Scully trying to spring out of there. Score with some right hands.
There's the good body work by Nunn. Scully covering up, and now he switches back to lefty again. So an intriguing first round, to be sure. John Scully, who we've seen switch before, but doing it better tonight than perhaps ever. So round one provides us with some intrigue. Let's go in and listen to Joe Goosen talking to Michael Nunn. Some of the punching prowess of Michael Nunn as he has changed in his career, Dave.
As you see, before 1991, opponents average down, they're up. He's punching more, his opponents are punching more, he gets hit more. He's really standing in front of his guys more, is what the graphics are telling us in recent fights, not what we saw in the second half of round one.
So taking some chances in the last fight or so, Michael Nunn to hit, but also getting hit a bit more. And we saw that in round one.
Especially as fighters age a little bit, they try to preserve what energy they have and buy some time here and there. And that's what Michael Nunn showed both extremes in round one.
All right, we head into round two of this super middleweight encounter. It's scheduled for 12. Michael Nunn, nearest to you, comes out against John Scully, the 28-year-old from Hartford, Connecticut. And Scully, who we have to tell you, if you've not seen him before, does fight right-handed much more than lefty, but has decided he will be a southpaw, at least for the beginning of this fight.
And he told us something interesting this morning about it being a talent fight for 3 or 4 rounds and then more of a determination fight. Maybe after 3 or 4 rounds, he'll change back.
Dave, interesting strategy. To take the talent out of it in the first 3 rounds, he wants to give Nunn a completely different look.
Try to neutralize him and try to stay somewhere in the fight in the scorecards in the first 3 or 4 and then change.
And you see Scully ripping the right hook. That's a punch that lefties don't see very often because they don't see left-handers.
They certainly don't. Scully coming in there and showing some very good prowess with that, and again, getting Nunn to react to it.
Nunn throwing a lot more and landing more in round one, but there's Scully with that right hook to the body. Make a note, a mental note of that punch for Scully. He's throwing it better than I have seen him throw it. Of course, we haven't seen him as a lefty that much.
Very sneaky and deceptive as Nunn comes in on him, and Nunn very wide with these shots here. Taking Scully for granted with the way he's coming in here.
You get a graphic look there at how many punches Nunn is throwing, but also that some of those headshots are being blocked by Scully. Halfway through round two, it is scheduled for 12, and I'll tell you what, it's already more interesting than maybe some people thought it might have been.
Well, Scully has come out nicely in the southpaw style, has countered well. He has known when to spring into action.
Now, Dave, when was the last time you saw 2 men do more body work early in the fight than these 2 guys? They have really committed to that.
And when have you seen 2 southpaws do it, especially 2, where we don't... Usually 2 southpaws will negate each other.
Yes.
And Scully wants to take away a style. Turn this into an interesting fight.
Hey, I'll go one step further. When have you seen 2 southpaws? Under a minute left to go here in round 2. And it has been a very active couple of rounds. There's Nunn continuing to pepper the body of John Scully. Nunn, the 32-year-old former champion, Wants to get back to the top of the mountain, and he's standing there and fighting with John Scully.
Not utilizing a lot of the angles that we would see Micheal Nunn normally use. He wants to prove something on the inside in the first 2 rounds of this fight.
Half a minute left to go in round 2. As John Scully, the 28-year-old from Hartford, tries to do what he hasn't done before, win a big fight. He lost to Brett Lally, Kevin Watts, Tim Littles, and Tony Thornton. Those are his 4 losses, all pretty good middleweights. He's beaten everybody else, but when he gets in a fight like this, it's tough for him to win. Can he do it tonight? We'll find out more when we come back for round 3. The face of Micheal Nunn, the former middleweight and super middleweight champion, who comes out against John Scully. Here in round 3, it has been an intriguing bout. John Scully in the black trunks, normally a right-hander, has fought the entire bout as a lefty, or most of the bout in any case. And these numbers show, even though Nunn is kind of big edge in numbers and punches, John Scully's hanging in there.
And we saw volumes of slapping shots by Nunn. What this southpaw style will do for Scully is bring his right hand closer. He can land with right hooks if he wants to land that shot. Usually a right-hander won't throw that in a hooking situation. He'll try to throw it straight, but it does open up a very close shot there for Scully if he wants to stay this way. This style also suggests he will have to be extremely accurate to win this fight.
Nunn gets in a couple of good shots as John Scully hangs the ropes, and for the first time, looks like he's holding on a bit.
Well, Micheal Nunn may have surprised him a bit with how effective he has been on the inside, because Nunn is going away from his natural game plan as well here.
Micheal Nunn down to 168 pounds. He has fought much higher in recent times. It was a 185 earlier against Earl Butler, 178 against Terry B, 179 against Cecil McKenzie, and 175 against Charles Oliver.
It's so easy to put on. It is so hard to take off when you talk about the weight, right? Micheal Nunn went up 28 pounds in one fight and then took more than a year to get it off.
Wow. Halfway through round 3, Al Bernstein along with Dave Bontempo. We're delighted you joined us for this ESPN Championship Boxing Series. This is the kickoff of this series. And a reminder that James Toney will be battling Greg Everett. Got off to a little late start.